Okay. Okay. Good morning. Hi, Mom and Renee. Thanks for hopping on. This is, as you guys both know, something new that I'm trying because all of us could use a little more goodness. And I've known Beth for a while. I met her in Menominee when she was running a gym, and she was already a fitness person, and that was a big part of her life, but she had some struggles. So just watching her work through her things and better herself just made me really interested. Like, if it can help somebody who's already into fitness and nutrition, it probably can help me. So finally, just a couple of weeks ago, I decided to take the plunge and try it myself. But I think Beth's testimony and experience is just so powerful that it's helpful to share with people too. And she knows way more than I do about this.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks so much, Laura. And thanks, Sandy and Renee, for hopping on this morning. My name's Beth. So like what Laura mentioned, like her and I met when I had a gym in Menominee. So I have like a fitness background. I'm a certified nutrition coach. I've worked in the corporate world for 25 years now in human
Mhm.
resources. So I've had a little bit of background in everything. But so basically I'm kind of just gonna highlight what the company is about, share a few products. Laura can even share her testimony of what she's noticed of I think she's maybe 10 days in on the products and I can share a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
But anytime you have questions, feel free to even just pop them in the chat. You can unmute. I'm happy to help with any of that stuff. Totally open book if you're curious on anything. So I'm going to share my screen. I have a few slides up to kind of just walk through the information here. So, okay. So I've got this up here, and my lovely computer doesn't always like to cooperate here. So let me move some things around here. Okay. All right. So the company in general is called Trinot. It basically means to change life in French. They have health, wealth, and community type foundations as far as what we go off of. They've been around since 2013. They're a privately owned company, so it's not like one of those mass ones that like all the things, and they are debt free as well. So that's definitely important company wise because they are pouring into other avenues. So they've won awards, Inc. 500, all that fun stuff. But truly, the most important part that stood out to me was their commitment to quality because being like fitness, nutrition, and being on my own health journey with autoimmune thyroid stuff, I'll go into that a little bit more. I'm very picky with what I use and take, and then also share with my people that are important to me because I'm sure a lot of you know, like, there's a lot of things out there. There's a lot of yucky ingredients. You just have to be careful with what you pursue. This one, there's no additives, there's no preservatives. It's gluten free, it's GMO free. The ingredients are tested, it's ethically sourced, and it's natural plant based stuff. So I'm going to highlight a few of the products and just kind of go through some of these. We have 29 products total. So for ease of time, I'm just going to cover a few, but just know that we do have a lot more than this. So one of our more popular options is like a nootropics beverage. It's like a coffee, and we also have a lemonade version too. So I'm not sure if you went down this rabbit hole, but coffee is very massively produced, and a lot of it is loaded with chemicals and mold. Like, it's not mold tested, it's not heavy metal tested, and that in turn can cause issues for people that they might not even realize. So this particular beverage that we have, it actually burns fat because of the nootropics, the green tea. It improves your mood and it doesn't give you the crash in the afternoon. It's got like a slow release caffeine, so you are going all day long. And it's literally all within one cup. So this could help replace the soda habit, maybe even just extra perks above and beyond what your coffee's already doing. So it boosts serotonin level, which also in turn helps you sleep better at night. Because when your serotonin level is more leveled and it's where it's supposed to be at, then your melatonin produces appropriately. It's got the natural mood enhancers, like literally you can feel it kick in. It is the best. Like, this is one of my favorites. It helps you feel more motivated, more positive, less stressed, because who doesn't need that? But basically, it's great all around. You can drink it cold, you can drink it warm. We have a chocolate flavor that kind of tastes like hot cocoa. We have a coffee flavor, and then the lemonade version, we have a strawberry watermelon and a roasted peach. And then this is also a very common one as well. I personally have went through IBS, which is not fun at all. My mom has celiac, so the whole gamut just runs in the family. So if you've ever dealt with bloating, IBS, food sensitivities, indigestion, maybe your gut just feels off, food sensitivities, you're tired, you're irritable, all of it is related to gut health. So we have a digestive enzyme that is basically a raw full spectrum enzyme that has pre and probiotics in it. So it's an activated chelated mineral blend. So it helps you break down the fats, the carbs, the sugars, the proteins that you're ingesting, and it helps your body get rid of the stuff it doesn't know what to do with. It also helps with like the lactose intolerance, anything of that sort, food sensitivities. It promotes like regularity. So if you maybe don't go enough or you go too much, it helps with all of that. It is all around so, so good. I actually have a video on the next slide that is going to show you how it works. So we will go ahead and play that so you can see it in action. If this plays. Oh, gotta love technology.
We're going to demonstrate the power of the Enrich enzymes using a snack pack pudding. As you can see, it's a solid. I turned it upside down here. I'm going to take one of these enzymes, crack it open, and stir in these raw enzymes that also have pre and probiotics. We're going to make sure this is really stirred around in here. These enzymes are designed to be taken before meals, so we're breaking down the carbs, the fats, the sugars, and the proteins so the body can actually absorb all the nutrients from the food and help with digestion. And so as you can see, this pudding is already going through a change. And literally in just about a minute and a half, it took a solid pudding and it liquefied it. I love being able to see the products that I'm taking every day work right before my eyes. And that's one of the great features of Enrich is we get to demonstrate the power of enzymes here.
Yes, I love it. It's in my kitchen, it's in my car, it's in my purse. Like I take it everywhere just because it's so helpful. And a lot of people don't know that it like a lot of things are related to gut health, hormones, mood, immune system. So it is such a good product. If you struggle with any of those areas, it is get back with Laura and she can send you some info on it too. But next up is our collagen. And this is probably the one that caught my attention the most, just being in the fitness world and what I was personally struggling with at the time I found this. So, our body is mostly made up of collagen, our joints, our ligaments, our tendons, our hair, our nails. All of it. And when we hit like our 20s, we stop producing it like we used to when we were like thriving 18-year-olds. And then it starts declining. So that's why we get saggy, we get baggy, we get wrinkles, our joints hurt, our hair thins, like all of that fun stuff we don't really want to deal with. So when you can supplement with a good quality collagen, it helps combat that and even reverse it. So like I legit look younger now than I did when I was in my late 20s and I am at 40. And it helped with my thinning hair from my thyroid issues because I legit had like a receding hairline. Like I didn't even show you. Like this is still like hair regrowth and there used to be no hair here, and it's still growing in after using the products. So that alone, that's probably what I wanted it to work on first, selfishly, but also I was dealing with a sports injury when I found this for about a year, and I was doing all the things to try and help my body. Laura probably saw that when she came into the gym. I couldn't open a shirt, like a door without pain. I couldn't change my shirt without pain. Everything I did hurt. And I did all the rehab. I did all of the massage, the physical therapy, the chiropractor, the dry needling, the cupping, the KT taping. It was ridiculous. I was so frustrated, but I was also taking a collagen we sold at the gym and it wasn't really doing anything. I'm like, okay, so what do I have to lose with trying this one? So I tried the liquid collagen, and within less than 2 weeks, the pain started going away. You could imagine people started noticing because I couldn't even demonstrate some of the exercises at the gym because my shoulder was so bad. I had to have a client do it. They basically like, what are you doing? Because now you can do everything. Like my knee hurts. What are you using? I might need that. So I knew if it could help me with that, it could help people with so many things. So here are a few testimonies on the collagen in general, because truly it does work with a lot of things. So anything from like acne, hair thinning, lashes, eyebrows, scarring, surgical scars, cellulite, thinning hair, all of that good stuff. And in the top left corner too, that's one of our founders and owners. That gentleman, he runs like no tomorrow. He's super active, fitness addict, and he simply incorporated the liquid collagen only. That's the only thing he changed. And look at the change in his muscle mass. Like, that's pretty impressive alone, to just incorporate a collagen that helps even with muscle tone, reducing inflammation, and then of course all the other benefits like the joints, the hair, the anti-aging benefits, all of it. And we have a few options for that too. We have liquid and powder on that one. And then next up is our daily health system. This is one that Laura can talk to a bit about too, like with her testimony, but it's won awards for what it's done because there's a lot of GLP products out there right now. There's so many because it's such a popular thing. This one is a natural option. It's a two-step system. So the first part of the system is going to be Transform, which is basically like what is on this slide here. So it's a plant-based enzyme that converts sugar to fiber in your digestive tract. I know that sounds crazy. It was actually studied at Harvard for 10 years, and we managed to get our hands on the proprietary blend for it. And it is solely owned by Ternat. We're the only company that has this. So it breaks down the sugars and basically converts it to fiber so that way you're absorbing less of the sugar in your body, which in turn helps your blood sugar levels. So if you know anybody that deals with blood sugar issues, maybe they're dealing with diabetes, anything of the sort, this helps balance that. So on the right hand side there, you'll see us like a picture of like a, it kind of almost looks like a heart rate with like the marks going up and down. That was from a glucose monitor. She ate the same meal on 2 different days, one without Transform and one with Transform. The first one was without. You can see the major massive spike there when she ate. The second one is where she took Transform, and it helped keep that blood sugar in check where she did not have a massive spike. Because when your blood sugar levels are doing this, it is really hard on your organs. You will like crash. You'll have no energy. You'll have brain fog. Like even it's keeps people stuck in like a weight loss plateau. They'll have cravings. There's so many things that are related to it. So this will help balance all of that, and it'll support like the weight loss, the cravings, and reduce the brain fog. There's somebody hopping in the waiting room here, so I'm just going to stop my share and admit them, and then I will go back. All right. So with that, the Transform is the first step. The second step to that system is going to be Activate. And this is just a powdered drink that you ingest. Like, it's a citrus hibiscus, so it's kind of more of a citrus tropical flavor. So if you struggle with cravings, food noise, stubborn belly fat, like I don't know about y'all, but like even as I've gotten older, like I noticed my midsection changing, even being a fitness nut, eating super healthy, it's just probably part of perimenopause and all of that fun stuff. Appetite control, hormones, and maybe you're looking into the injections, but you're not sure if you want to do it type thing. This would be an alternative for that. So this drink helps increase the GLP-1 hormone that is already in our body. It just simply slows down as we age, like the collagen does. So this helps boost that, which helps with the cravings, the food noise, and it even helps you make better decisions without even trying. And Laura can attest to that, being 10 days in. This one also activates the AMPK in your body. So in the fitness world, that is like a switch that is flipped, that your body will burn stored fat, and it prevents your body from storing more fat. So I don't know who wouldn't want that. So people will see body composition changes. They will see changes in inches, like they'll release weight, they'll lose inflammation, their cravings are going to be in check, they're eating healthier, their hormones are more balanced, their mood is more balanced. Like even my skin changed with this one. And this system together also impacts the 5 metabolic health factors. So blood pressure, triglycerides, cholesterol, waist circumference, and blood sugar. So even if one of those is out of whack, your body is gonna feel it. So this system alone is probably the biggest bang for the buck with all of the things that it does in general. We have a couple, like here's a handful of testimonies here too. So like even in the upper left-hand corner, Nicolette, she's a fitness nut, was eating healthy, exercising, and there's just some people like we just can't release weight no matter what we do. This is that extra step that helps that happen. And there are a lot of gentlemen that have taken this too and had really, really good results. And it's not fair, but they usually end up losing weight a lot faster than we do. So they've got some pretty impressive stuff too. And then next up are just a couple of additional products that we have that also help kind of amplify or expedite results, just because a lot of people nowadays don't get enough protein and you need muscles to basically kind of look snatched, if that's a good way to put it. And to have that muscle tone, you need protein. And a lot of people are not eating enough. So an easy way or an easy hack to get that in is just a protein powder. Like I do it too, just to make sure I get enough in. This clear protein powder is 20 grams of protein. And basically, you can take it with you on the go. You can mix it in your yogurt. You can just mix it in water. You can mix it in your Activate. It's just another 20 grams that you're getting in that'll help fuel your muscles and helps expedite that weight loss because it keeps you fuller longer and just so many benefits. It'll boost your energy. It'll help with the focus, clean ingredients. And this one legit tastes like, I think people like explain it as like strawberry shortcake, but it's clear. It's like juice. Like you could sip on it all day. We just have a new flavor come out as well. It's like a blue tropical flavor. And then on the bottom there, we have creatine. I know that one typically gets like a, I can't think of the word right now, but people just assume that you need to be exercising or lifting weights to take it. You do not. Even like my grandma and grandpa would benefit from taking this because it helps with the cognitive function. It helps with maintaining the muscle mass that you have. It helps with enhancing strength, even just endurance. So like if you tucker out maybe on a hike or going up and down the stairs, like this would help with that. Even supports like your memory and cognition and all of that good stuff. And that's something you can simply add to water, like the flavored version, or you can mix it with something else. So another simple hack to help with like weight loss goals and such. And then this is another really popular one. So I learned kind of like through all of this that perimenopause starts as early as our early 30s. Like how lucky are we as women that we get to deal with all of this stuff? So there's 103 symptoms that come with perimenopause and menopause. So you can read a few of them on this slide here. And some of them are like, I didn't realize they were even related to perimenopause, like itchy ears. And what were some of the other ones? Like shoulder pain, irregular heartbeat, of course, like the fluff in the midsection, sleep, like insomnia, being tired, anxiety, like all of that stuff. So they recently released this for her product that helps address some of that. And it's an herbal blend of ashwagandha, which is amazing for detox, stress, and so many other things. And then there's another blend in there too that helps with all of these other symptoms. So if you struggle with any of that, this is definitely a go-to product. Even hot flashes and things like that. I've had customers message me within 3 days saying, oh my gosh, I slept through the night because I didn't have a freaking hot flash. Like those are my favorite because I know life is too short to be suffering, especially with something so simple like that when people don't really know there's even relief out there. And then we literally just released this one, NAD plus. So some people have heard of this, some people don't even know like what it is. So NAD is in our body, it's in our cells. It's what helps us be like full of energy. It's kind of like our battery. It keeps us running. It keeps our body functioning like it should be. So NAD, typically people will supplement with this either in an IV or injections. And who wants to do that? And it's stupid expensive, like $300. My functional practitioner had me on an NAD and a nose spray, and that alone was $265 a month. This is a fraction of that, and it actually, like, I actually feel this one working compared to the one my functional had me on. So increased energy, better, deeper sleep, more focus, like even more motivation, if that's a good way to explain it. Like even just one capsule a day is doing all of that. So another product that is basically like one does all type thing. And it also helps with anti-aging as well. And it cleans up the yucky cells in your body. So if you've went down the rabbit hole on maybe fasting and maybe you're trying that because it gets rid of the yucky cells in your body and it kind of helps your body like operate better type thing, this product even does that too. And that was just released for people to order yesterday, I believe. So some of the benefits of NAD, in case you're a little curious on that, within 1 to 2 weeks, you're going to notice more energy, sharper focus, even like that motivation I mentioned. I noticed it quicker than that. It was probably within a few days. More restful sleep, more stamina, less fatigue. You're going to feel like your battery, like you're a 2.0 version of yourself. A long-term energy, mental clarity, healthier aging, and more resilience. And then, if Laura hasn't mentioned this yet, we have a Facebook group that has thousands of testimonies in it. So if maybe some of the stories I mentioned on here don't even relate to you, that's okay. You can get in this group, you can search in there. So maybe, for example, if you're dealing with knee pain or Lyme's or lupus or menopause or digestive issues or any, like literally you can search anything in there, diabetes, there's testimonies in there related to that. So get back with Laura and she can put you in there and you can poke around, just see for yourself. You don't have to take our word for it. It's such a good group and the stories in there are mind-blowing in case you can relate to any of them. And then this is just a little extra part. So kind of like what Laura pursued. So with my story alone of the collagen and the sports injury, people noticed. They were asking me, what are you using? Because my knee hurts. What are you using? Because my back hurts. My sister is struggling with this. It could help her. That's where the opportunity comes into play. So basically, this alone, it's kind of like an online store, online franchise business. So I've had a franchise business before. It's stupid expensive and there's so much legwork with it. So they set up everything for you here. It's designed for very scheduled people. So like when I started this, I was running a gym and working a corporate human resources job. I didn't have any free time. It just literally just worked into the cracks of my day. They have some simple systems for us to plug into. So if that's at all on your radar, or even a little bit curious, we can chat about that. You also get product discounts, early access to new product releases, that sort of thing too. And you don't even necessarily need to do the business if you don't want to. Some people just use it for the discounts. This is probably by far my favorite perk of the business. Once you hit the first core rank in the company, you get a Jeep stipend. Like they pay you to drive a Jeep. So I have the $500 stipend. I've been getting it for probably, oh gosh, 2.5, 3 years now. So they've been paying me $500 a month to drive my Jeep. So getting a vehicle payment off the plate is such a big deal because nowadays, even groceries are stupid expensive. To have that off your plate and be able to put that money elsewhere is such a big deal. And at the first rank of the company too, usually other companies I've been at, you have to be like way up at the top to even qualify for something like this, whereas they make it stupid simple for people here. And then this is just a little bit of like the money breakdown. I mean, we can chat about this offline here too, but basically just pick a number in the green line that could help you per month. So it's just what's possible here. So even myself, I'm a normal person, nothing special about me at all. I used to be super like shy, introverted, not even wanting to present on anything, putting myself out there. And like am at the Emerald rank, just like plugging into the systems of what we do here. So anything is possible here. Whether you just want to get your products covered or if you want to build something, even just a backup plan, vacation fund, or even replace some income. So with that, I see there's a couple of things in the chat. I'm going to stop sharing so that way I can open it up. But are there any questions? Otherwise, Laura, do you want to unmute and share your product experience? Let me see if I can unmute you.
Unmute. Okay. Hi, am I here now?
I can hear you.
So I am about 10 or 11 days in, I think, and I've been using the daily health system every day, the collagen first thing in the morning, and usually, what was the other one? Anyway, there's a handful of products that I've taken every day religiously, a couple that I've kind of used intermittently. And I've noticed that I'm sleeping a lot better. I still feel some days like a train hit me because I think I have a long way to go in helping myself get better, but I can feel a noticeable difference in sleeping better most of the time. And the biggest thing I was just talking to Becky about last night was instead of it being just like natural habit to grab chocolate or other not best option snack and just eating it without thinking, it's become an actual conscious process. Like I'm like, oh, that's what I'm going to grab and eat. Do I need that? Should I pick something different? Um, so like Beth was saying, it just kind of without you knowing helps you to be able to make a better choice or not. If you still choose to eat the stuff, that's fine because you can eat the stuff, but it became more of a choice than just a habit I do without thinking. So, um, also, I'm super excited that hopefully collagen will help me with my super thinning hair and some other pains I've got in my torso region. So I'm excited for what's coming in that realm. Ouch.
Well, definitely. You'll have to keep us posted on
Yeah.
results that you feel, because obviously the more use, the more consistent you'll know.
Hmm.
But even 10 days, that's impressive because we've
Yeah.
struggled with those things for so many years. It takes time, but it does truly help you make better decisions without even trying. Like even for
Yeah.
people, like I have brownies in the kitchen right now. Like I don't even know why I made them. Like I think I was just bored. Brownies are like my weakness. If they are here, they haunt me until they're gone. They're still there. Like I don't even want to go get one. Usually like they literally haunt me. The activate the DHS system, it helps you make better decisions. You get fuller faster and you're more like even if I have one, like that's all I need. Like I'm good versus eating like half the pan, like what I used to do.
Right.
So it's amazing what the products can do. But I know time is super precious. I so appreciate you ladies hopping on. Are there any questions that you have at all? You can drop them in the chat. You can unmute. Either way, like we'd love to even just connect offline if you've got questions, or maybe you want to chat about
Yep.
something you're struggling with and you want to just talk through to see if we have anything that might help as far as like products, or we can chat like if you're curious about the business side too.